Marcus Stokes, a white quarterback who lost his D1 scholarship for using the N-word, gets a new offer from a historically black college. Let me say that again. A white quarterback loses his scholarship for saying the N-word and gets a scholarship to a black college.
The situation is you have this kid who's rapping a rap song, says the N-word. He obviously meant to say it. Was it used in a mean or deliberate way? No, it was not. He was rapping a song. Do I feel offended? I definitely do not. I don't think he should have lost his scholarship just to begin with, if I'm being completely honest, just because it's very minor. Kids do a lot of stupid stuff. Should he have to take diversity class or inclusion class to actually know what the politically correct thing to say is? Sure. But to get back to the main subject of them offering him a scholarship, I mean, they're just doing it for attention, if we're being honest. They're doing it for attention.
Albany State gave the offer, and tons of people were talking about it on social media. So here's my take. Nobody should be using the N-word anyways, and I don't care if it's the N-word that ends with ER or GA. I believe in second chances, and Lord knows I've had plenty of them. And I know many are upset with Albany State because of this. But this might do the kids some good to go to an HBCU. What better way for someone to learn about the black culture and get educated on racial sensitivity? Isn't that what we want more people to do in this country anyways?
To me, context matters. If he had walked up to a player in the locker room that had a beef with him, he said let's say they were going through like drills on the field and he got hit by a linebacker, and it's this big black linebacker. He's like, he comes up to him like, hey, and drops the N-bomb on him. Way different situation. In this context, bro, I guarantee you in that locker room with his teammates, there's music playing and he's probably saying it in the locker room with them. I bet you.
I'm not. I wouldn't. That wouldn't surprise me at all.
75% of his team are probably black.
I don't think he's a racist. I just think he should have more common sense. That's why. That's why I said he probably has to go to you should. More appropriate punishment is for him to go to a training class, so that way he has more common sense.
Look, man, I know the whole idea about adding the A to the end of the word was to take away its power, and the whole idea about black people like using that word so liberally is to kind of take away the power from the word. And I've always thought that was stupid. Honestly, it probably worked better the opposite way. The idea is to nullify its effects. I think the best way to nullify its effects, make it mainstream that us as black people, I say us because we're not a monolith, we're not all one people, but let's just say for the sake of this argument, black people as a whole came together and said, we don't care if you use it. I don't care if he uses the word. Because if you don't care about them using it, then it won't affect you. It's like forbidden fruit. It's like, oh, don't do that. People are going to want to do it. Like, I don't care. Like, then it's not going to be as powerful.
I realize that, but that's something that, it probably is going to happen, but that's going to be in the future. You're honestly, what's going to have to happen is that the boomers and a little bit past the boomers, they're going to have to die out for that to happen.
Gen X and boomers.
Yeah, they're going to, because there's no way they're going to let that happen in the media.
So, dive into that more. You mean the black boomers or the white boomers?
The black boomers.
Gotcha.
There's no way they're gonna stand that.
Oh, got you. Yeah.
You go tell a 70-year-old grandmother that they're gonna make the N-word the mainstream and see what her reaction is.
Fair. Yeah.
That's not gonna happen. Right?
That's true.
That's not gonna happen.
I agree.
How I always viewed the N-word is that the N-word is like an inside joke, but only to black people. For example, you might walk up to your friend and you might be like, "Oh, bro, you're an idiot. You're a dumbass, da 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 da." But you're never gonna walk up to someone randomly that you don't know and call them like a dumbass or like insult them because you guys know each other.
Had a rapport.
And that's you guys have a rapport. I feel like the N-word is like the black people's version of that joke, where it's like, okay, it's funny between me and us, but then when you have someone else randomly come out and say it's not funny, right? And is it fair? No, but okay, I have Asian friends, right? And one thing they do is that they always make fun of each other's eyes, and like they go ham on each other. And is some of the stuff they say funny? Yeah, some of the stuff they say is funny, but those are jokes that I don't include myself in because I understand like, okay, that's them, this is me, and then they're like, oh, well, you can say, and I'm like, nah, I'm good. I ain't going. You know what I'm saying? Every group has their own sort of thing that they kind of say. Yeah. So it's just one of those things. People just respect the swerve, because at the end of the day, like, what do you get from saying the N-word? Nothing. It's like a little kid that's like, don't touch it, and they're like, and they touch it.
There's no like your example you just gave about the analogy of it being like an inside joke.
Yeah.
There's no point for them to say it in that context, but he's rapping along to a song.
Welcome back.
Just because I say I don't have a problem with him doing it doesn't mean I like it. I dislike them rapping along with it, but I'm not going to like say they should be punished for it because let's be honest, some of these rap songs, every other word is the N-word.
Exactly.
Right? So how are you gonna enjoy
my
exactly? So how are you gonna be in a car like jamming and then have to censor yourself every other word? It's just dumb. I'm sorry, it just is.
To act like it's unrealistic to act like they don't say it at all, or they're gonna listen to a rap song and they're gonna bleep out half the words and not say it. That's ridiculous.
Fair enough.
Should they have offered him a scholarship? No, I think that the HBCU needs to find another way to garner attention because at that point they're reaching. Because the whole point of HBCUs is supposed to be black focused, black people. They want them all in one school. So to get a white quarterback just kind of...
I think the point of HBCUs and what they were created for is now probably outdated. I think that's
what they originated on.
They originated, yeah, but it wasn't just because they wanted to like, oh, white people don't come. It was because
they couldn't get into any other school.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I mean, I get it.
So that's no longer the case. So
I'm not gonna say everybody, but a lot of people who tend to work at those schools, who are at that school, they want it to remain. You know what I'm saying? They want the core message.
Sure. But guess what? Your football team is still going to be 90% black. You have a white quarterback.
Of course.
No big deal.
Yeah.
But to go back to what you said, he should take a class just for the sake of saying, hey, dummy, don't put it online because there's going to be repercussions to face.
I mean, that's just stupid, man.
That's the dumb part.
He's just dumb,
that's
bro.
dumb.
He's dumb.
Or he's totally just...
He just doesn't care. That's why I said he should take the class. He just doesn't care.
That's on him if he doesn't care. Or maybe he's just
that's why he lost it.
True. Or maybe he's just so, like... Again, to go back to the environment. Because I remember, like, being in, like, two-a-days and, like, practices and trainings. And you become, like, a family or, like, it's like a camaraderie you build. And so he's starting to see some of them. I'm building the whole story here. Like, his brothers and vice versa. That's how it goes. Especially, like, a lot of times with the quarterback, because they're the leader of the team, a lot of times they have connections with people. And I'm guarantee you in the locker room, they're probably like at the end of the game, everybody's just jamming in the locker room.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Man,
if you ever play part of a sports team, bro.
So I could see why he feels like he's comfortable doing it. He just wasn't thinking, or he's just dumb to put it on internet.
Well, guys, this has been bad decisions. Looks like this HBCU made a bad decision. But
go ahead, Dr. Umar.
I know, right? From the Caucasus Mountains.
Yeah.
But anyway, his name's Marcus, right? Marcus
Stokes.
So it looks like Marcus Stokes made a bad decision.
Marcus Stokes is a black name. Let's be real.
That is a black name.
Come on. I mean,
that is
a black name.
How many Marcuses do I know and they're all black?
Mm-hmm.
All of them.
Just saying.
Shout out Uncle Marcus. All right, guys, it's been Bad Decisions. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, follow us on TikTok and Instagram, and let us know what you guys want us to review next.
And let us know what your opinion is on this. I'm really curious to hear in the comments what you all think about this. Do you think he was out of line? Do you think he should have shut up? Do you not care? Do you think the HBCU is tripping? Like, let us know how you feel about it. I'm really curious.
You're about to tear us up in the comment section.
I know.
All right, guys, we'll see you later.
Tear me up, yeah.